Hi everyone, welcome to this coffee cup reading. This is going to be pick a cup. The topic is going to be general messages, whatever comes out, whatever you need to hear. So there are two piles in front of you. This is going to be pile number 1 and pile number 2. Pile number 1 is going to be the red sharpener and pile number 2 is going to be the yellow sharpener. So you can take your time till you decide which cup you'd like to pick. You can also choose to listen to both the piles and take whatever messages resonate with you. I will be back with pile number 1. Welcome pile number 1. This is for those of you who chose the red sharpener. Let's see, what do you need to know? I'm seeing a whale. I'm seeing something to do with synchronized swimming. So somebody could be a swimmer. This could also indicate teamwork, collaborations. I'm seeing a pendulum. So I'm seeing something going back and forth. This could be something going back and forth in your life. Feeling unstable. Okay, feeling like no matter what you do, you're back in the same spot again and again. This could be a repeating pattern. Okay, something that needs to be addressed or looked at. I'm seeing the number 28. I'm also seeing point 28. This could be like 28 millimeters or centimeters. Something to do with maths. I'm seeing a ruler. This could be some sort of calculations, measurements. Maybe somebody stitching new clothes. It could be also something to do with a house. Okay, something to do with a home. Maybe you're building a home. The alphabet M and the alphabet H. Something about a barbecue. Maybe you're going for a barbecue party. I also had roasted vanilla bean. Something to do with vanilla bean. You know the pods that you get. Something to do with that. Maybe you're baking something. I'm seeing something like a flat line. I'm seeing somebody feeling very breathless. Somebody feeling very anxious. Panic attacks. Sleepless nights. Okay, feeling very stressed out. I'm seeing an elephant carrying a very heavy load, something which is almost equivalent to its own weight. So something is weighing you down. I'm getting the name Lorraine or Laurie or Elaine. I'm getting the symbol of Sagittarius. I'm seeing a heart, but it's closed. It's like you want love or you're looking for somebody, but at the same time you are afraid to let your guard down. You're afraid to love again because you've been hurt in the past. You're afraid of, will this person hurt me? I'm also getting the energy of the devil and the lovers card together, which could indicate a toxic relationship with someone, codependency. Maybe you know that this person is not right for you, but you're afraid to leave them. Okay, with the devil and the lovers, it could also be my voice is very weird today, please excuse it. I'm getting this energy of self-sabotage. Okay, feeling low on confidence, feeling unmotivated. I'm also hearing like somebody feels like they're a loser, or why will someone like me? You know, something like that. I'm also seeing this lady. It's giving me the energy of the high priestess. It's like someone who's been hurt a lot and you've kind of, it's like an energy of having given up, where you feel like, will I even find love again? Or, you know, where is my life really headed? But I also see a lot of shedding. It's like this person is shedding their old clothes, their own layers. But I see you building a new life. You know, it's like the Ten of Swords. It's like the worst is over. The Ten of Swords is also like sort of the worst card, so to speak, in the sense that, I mean, this is like the worst thing to have happened. And now you're moving forward slowly, but you're moving forward. You're learning to pick yourself up again and move on. I'm seeing somebody who is into like bohemian wear, okay, or chic bohemian wear. You know, like I'm seeing a lot of bandanas and scarves. So maybe you design such clothes, or maybe this is your type of clothes or accessories. This is maybe the way that you dress or the fashion style that you like. Maybe you're known to have a very unique clothing style. The letter V, and I'm also seeing a fox. I'm seeing a lizard, and I'm also seeing a panther. I'm seeing, like, you know how you have a cat chasing its own tail or a dog chasing its own tail. So like I said, again, there's this energy of going around in circles, but it's time to break out of this cycle or pattern. So there are karmic endings, but you also need to consciously make a choice to step out of this. There's too much of, this is for someone, but there's too much of playing the victim role, where you feel like I can't get out of it, or it's not possible for me to change anything. You need to decide that this is something I'm going to do, however hard it is. I'm seeing a very little cute chicken. I'm seeing the letters K, the letter J. I'm seeing something like maggots which are eating this animal, but the animal is alive. So it's something like, if you don't step up, if you don't decide to change something in your life, you're basically like self-destroying, you know. For somebody here, this could be like you're going through the dark night of the soul. You're going through like maybe one of the worst periods of your life. The 14th of August could be significant for somebody. This could be your birthday and anniversary. It could be the death anniversary of something. But I see a shift, okay, by the 14th of August. It's not easy to get out of whatever you're feeling, but you need to like do something about it, you know, speak to someone, get some help, or, you know, little habits, whatever makes you feel better. Because I'm also seeing somebody here who's, you know, I mean, trigger warning, but I'm just seeing somebody who's very depressed and suicidal. That's the energy I'm getting. It's like there's a hollowness, you know, something that happened has made you feel like your life is empty or your heart is empty. Yeah, the message is you can't just let go. You need to take one step at a time and move forward. Okay. I wasn't going to take any cards, but I'm just going to take one or two for guidance. Oops. So you have Mother Earth. You're called upon to help with environmentalism. I would also say connecting to the earth, spending more time in nature, that really helps you recharge yourself, your body. I feel like you need to pay very close attention to your body. When you have a lot of negative thoughts running in your mind, and when you spend time in nature, it sort of relaxes you. I feel like you need to relax your nervous system. Going out in fresh air, breathing fresh air, I feel that will at least help you feel a little better. Okay, I think I need to hide this. We also have Coventina with purification. It's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. Yeah, literally what I was saying. Another thing that I'm getting is, if you're into alcohol or some sort of substances, I think you need to take this for someone who's using this as a coping mechanism, or using it as a way to avoid the things in your life. Any sort of addictions, I feel like that needs to be addressed as well. But yeah, a lot of focus on the body that I'm getting for this particular group, and of course your mental health. And you need to know that it's all related, your mind, your body. Okay, it's all related, including your spiritual health. So everything is interconnected, right? That's why the quantum entanglements. Alright, I hope this helped. Group number 1, I wish you all the best, and I'm sending you a lot of love and a lot of healing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, take care. Welcome group number 2. This is for those of you who chose the yellow sharpener. Let's see, what messages do your spirit guides have for you? What do you need to know? So straight up, I'm seeing a bunny. I'm also seeing a dove that's taking flight. I see you moving away from something in your life. For somebody, this could be a change of location. Okay, so you could be moving city or country. I heard the alphabet Q. You've been sitting on an idea for way too long, but you need to implement it. You need to execute it. Because I feel like the more you just keep thinking about it, you're going to just let it go. And this is something that you've probably tried working on for the past 3-4 times. But every time the idea comes, you get excited, but you don't land up actually doing something about it. So I'm seeing a glass with a straw, but I see someone else drinking from it. So this could be that someone is draining your energy, someone is draining your resources. The alphabet R, the alphabet B. I'm also hearing the word Bobby and Rob or Robert. Something that you think has no potential does have potential. You just need to know how to work on it, or probably how to make the best use of something. Sometimes we feel that we are at a dead end, but this is saying that it's actually not. It's actually an opportunity, but you'll have to figure out how to extract the best possible results from something. I'm seeing a bee. I'm seeing something like you have multiple options, okay, or something like a exam where you have a multiple choice questions, but you're confused. Rather, you're sure about 2, not sure about the other ones. And I'm seeing a horse. Something looks very promising, but you're still unsure about choosing it or selecting it. I'm seeing a monkey and something to do with evolution. Something about Charles Darwin and his theory. I don't know what about it, but something is there. I'm seeing a rooster here, so Chinese year of the rooster. I'm hearing like it's a new dawn. Maybe it's time to change something in your life, or you're going to begin something new in your life in a new way. This looks to me like a cyclone. I'm seeing 2-3 people here who are upset over something, grieving something. Maybe someone is going away, someone is moving away. I'm seeing a sort of elderly lady. I'm getting the energy of black magic or some sort of voodoo spells. Okay, so you may have someone that is doing psychic attacks or some sort of spells on you and the family. Maybe somebody has been falling ill a lot, or there's been a spell of bad luck. Maybe you've lost some money, but I see somebody here. Okay, it's a very hippie looking woman. Okay, she has very like dark eyes, bold lips. She also has something like a headgear, and I'm also seeing something like an exorcism. Yeah, there's something like some very dark energy going on here. Okay, so protect your vibe, protect your aura, do whatever cleansing you need to do. I heard this movie like the Possession of Hannah Grace. I think Possession or the Exorcism, something like that. Hannah Grace, I think that's the name of the movie. Another thing I want to say, if you're into occult, if you're into all kind of dark magic and practices, um, nothing wrong with it. Just make sure that you're doing it with the right intention, because a lot of things can backfire. Okay, see, everything is energy, right? But you need to know that everything has an effect, everything has a reaction. So make sure that whatever you're doing with the right intention. You're not hurting anyone. Okay, I just heard hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So maybe something here. Okay, maybe it's to do with revenge, or it's something to do with past life. It's not clear to me, but these are the messages coming out. If this doesn't resonate, just skip it. This could be something specific. I'm seeing something like a vault, like we have a safe in the bank or in the house, or something like a safety deposit, and it's giving me the energy like it was blocked, but now it is opening up. Okay, so this could be that if some money was stuck, you're now receiving it. You could be retrieving some documents. I also look at this as you're opening the door to new opportunities. Also, like in the movie The Mummy, I don't know if you've watched it, but it's something like, one of those keys. It had a shape, and then the key kind of, you had to press a button and it opened up into like a star, and you have to fix it in a proper way and then turn it around. So something to do with a lock and key combination. I don't know why I'm getting so many movies and series, but I've not watched this one, but there's a series called Lock and Key. Maybe that has some significance. I haven't seen it, so I don't know what it's about. But with this group, I'm getting a lot of sci-fi and occult and dark magic, and those type of energies. Maybe that's something you enjoy, something you practice. All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna take 2 cards. Not doing the tea leaves today, just taking this as a guidance. Let's see, what do you have? You have Bast with independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. I just want to say, use your independence, use your power consciously and in the right direction. And your segment will be strong. You're stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Something that I noticed, if you see the cat and the lion both belong to the same family, But if you see the expressions here of the cat, it's how you view yourself. The cat can think that, oh, I'm really small in comparison and I don't have the same power. But it's how the cat views itself. Cats are very independent, okay, and they can also be very ferocious. Something about your personality, something about the way that you view yourself is very important. You know, it's like here the cat is so confident that she thinks she's like a lion, whereas a lion, okay, it has all the might, it has the size, it has the power. But if you look at yourself as somebody that is small and timid, the only difference is the way that you look at yourself, your confidence. So something about self-confidence. Use your resources wisely. Don't compare yourself to other people's journeys, success, life. You know, there's this reel or photograph that I've seen on social media where the cat is looking at itself in the mirror, but the cat sees herself as a lion or as a tiger. I'm also hearing this phrase, you know, the wolf in the sheep's clothing. Somebody needs to be very tactful and be manipulative. Not manipulative, let's say somebody needs to be very tactful in the way that they come across and in their communication and in dealing with certain people. Okay, that's the message. Because I'm seeing here it's like two aspects of the same thing. It's like two sides of the coin. So I also got these other two. So you have fertility. It's time, perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas and give birth to new conditions. And again you have past life with Isis. Remember I said something to do with past life and this feminine energy. This situation involves your past life memories. Thank you for that confirmation. And there's also a bunny. Okay. Let me just get some advice for you. Something in your life needs to be re-evaluated. Something in your life needs to be looked at again. Maybe you decided something in the past and you were going along a particular route, okay, and now it's time to, there's some change that is being asked of you because it's not working for you anymore. It's doing the opposite. It's actually draining you. And there is some sort of resistance. Like when you're young, things are different, okay? Then say 20 years later, the way your body responds, the way that you are mentally, everything changes with time and age. So I also feel like this is asking you to re-look into the way that you're doing certain things. Maybe what worked for you 10 years before will not work for you now. A simple example, you know, like food. Certain foods were okay up till a while ago. Suddenly you will feel like, oh, this is not suiting me anymore. Maybe a lifestyle change. Maybe you were used to like say 12 hours of sleeping and now you can't sleep for more than 5 hours. So your body is constantly changing, as is your life, okay, and this is asking you to be more adaptable to something that works for you rather than making you feel tired and burnt out. Okay, the Four of Swords. I see somebody just feeling like they're putting in so much work, but you feel like you're just not receiving what you should. It's not that what you're doing is wrong, but maybe it needs to be adjusted in a way that yields more and maximum results for you. So it's just doing something differently which works out better for you, a more customized plan, a more better way of doing something that makes you feel better. Okay, a more efficient way of working. All right. Okay, that was your reading, group 2, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, take care.